Thank you so much for using your goddamn brain. I have just stumbled upon the greatest possible news I could discover right now. Words cannot express how happy and satisfied and thankful I am that the people at Activision actually do turn out to have common sense. Who would have thought? Now, if you haven't heard the terrific news, Spyro the Reignited Trilogy has been delayed. Yes, pushed back further in the oven so that it can finish cooking. Because we do not want a half-baked game. Alright? So, let me show you the article. Oh, so fucking excited. Alright. This is a message from Toys for Bob. Everyone here at Toys for Bob is so proud to be reigniting the original Spyro trilogy after all these years. We're deeply committed to getting these games right, so we've decided to move the release date of Spyro the Reignited Trilogy back to November 13th, 2018. I really hope that you will be rescuing dragons and scorching Rhynoc sooner, but the trilogy needs more love and care. In November, you'll be exploring the Dragon Realms, Avalar, and the Forgotten Worlds. We know you'll agree the extra time was worth the wait. The adventure continues. Paul Yan, co-studio head, Toys for Bob. Thank you. That's all we wanted, a complete game. And for all those people out there, all those Spyro fans who decided to who thought it was a good idea to attack other fans for bringing up this issue, you're welcome. Bringing up this issue and making it very clear how wrong this is. What do you have to say for yourselves? You know, this whole YouTube thing, I'm still kind of fresh and new to it, and I've always thought like, man, I would rather be like the good, let me just keep it level head, just stay chill, not go ballistic or anything until this happened. Spyro, something that should have been a simple release for a simple game or set of games, and we could all be happy, but no. Good old Activision had to come in and find a way to ruin the good thing. But finally, it appears that somebody at Activision actually has a brainstem, a functioning brainstem, and thought, you know what, maybe it's not a good idea to, I don't know, push out an incomplete game, an unfinished turd, because I, as a fan of Spyro, would think like, man, Spyro deserves nothing but the best. A crisp, clean remaster, especially after the hard knock life we had to deal with afterwards. Enter the Dragonfly, A Hero's Tale, the Legend series, which I heard was pretty decent, but compared to the original, a far cry. All right, so thank you, Activision. I gotta give credit where they're due. Even though you guys are solely responsible for almost ruining everything, you actually came to your senses and thought, maybe we should do this properly. And all the people who are upset, I've seen a few videos of salty tears, are upset, but now it has to compete with Call of Duty or something. Why are you even worried about that? That is not the... I know we all want a Spyro 4, but can we get a complete Reignited trilogy first? Is that really so much to ask for? I mean, don't get me wrong, I was excited for the prospect of a Spyro 4. I made a whole video about it. I was just as excited as you are. But wouldn't it be, like, logical to get a complete trilogy first? Is that so much to ask for? Why was there this huge ordeal between fans arguing with each other over whether or not this was a good or bad thing? I know you want to play this game. I want to play this game, but I would like to play a complete game. Is that really so much? Are gamers now so freaking impatient that they are just willing to take garbage, incomplete games? Don't we have enough shit to deal with from gaming, from publishers, from developers? Don't we have enough? We gotta pay to we have to pay to play incomplete games. Yeah, early access, Steam's what is it called? Like, or the early access, constant pre-order bonuses that are garbage and are not worth it, but they suck you anyway. Constant over-the-top DLC, terrible DLC practices that we have to pay for, content locked on the disc, denied, sold back to you, the gamer, for no reason, not worthwhile DLC, garbage DLC at that, and of course the main problem, microtransactions, loot boxes in our games, constantly having to spend more and more money just to play a regular game, a regular physical, a regular standard release $60 game, filled to the brim with loot boxes. Don't we have enough shit we have to deal with? Is getting a complete game just a lost art to you? If you're salty about this, I feel sorry for you. You need help. Because would you eat a half-baked pizza? Would you eat a half-baked cake? Would you eat a half-cooked hamburger? No, no, no. So why would you accept a half-cooked game being rushed out the door? None of this is our fault. We are the ones, we are the consumers. They make games for us to consume, for us to put our money in. We all have jobs, most of us, that we go out to 9 to 5, deal with a bunch of shit we'd rather not for X amount of hours, anywhere between 24, 48, 84 hours out of the week, dealing with real life shit. And all we want to do is just to come back to our homes and just play video games, just enjoy those few hours of creative freedom before we have to go back out to the grain and deal with shit in life and such. Is that really so much to ask for? Sorry, my hair's kind of crazy, but it's late as fucking what time is it? 4 o'clock in the morning. I just had to say this because it's just like it's I do not feel sorry for a single fool who is upset about this decision, because you're the reason why gaming is getting bad. Your impatience, your constant impatience. Understand, you can be excited for a game, but please be excited for a complete game. Do you really want this to end up, the Reignited Trilogy to end up like Enter the Dragonfly? Do you really want that? Do you not remember how terrible that game looked? I know everything they showed you looked good from Reignited Trilogy, but that doesn't mean it plays good. It doesn't mean it operates good. Maybe it's not well optimized. Maybe all the features aren't there. They weren't there. We have to download the rest of them. Remember that? Now, come November, we'll have a complete set of the Reignited Trilogy, physically and digitally, without any downloading shit. Maybe some updates down the line, but now we won't have to worry about any stupid mess. You don't have access to the second and third games because why? Multi-billion-dollar company Activision just can't figure out a way to do it. We're trying to meet deadlines. We intentionally set a deadline that we couldn't meet. I expect a little bit more out of a company as big as Activision. No shade to Toys for Bob. Their job is to make the game. They can only work with what Activision gives them. So no shade to Toys for Bob. Guys, great job. You're doing a great job. It looks great. It sounds great. The features that you've shown out so far are amazing. No shade to you. Congratulations. I hate how you guys had to be the one to come out and say this because Activision just can't bring it to themselves to just confront issues that they create, but I'll take whatever I can get. This is close enough. This is justice. You're welcome. All of our bitching, and remember that. Why are you guys bitching? Why are you guys whining? You're welcome. All of our bitching and complaining help bring a complete game to you. You're welcome. I know you're not grateful. I know you're ready to play the game yesterday, but you're welcome. You may not know it now, but later you'll appreciate it because you'll have a new, complete game to put into your system. I was this close to making a video condemning this game if it came out the way it did in its sorry, incomplete state. I was going to condemn Spyro the Reignited Trilogy, but I am so glad I didn't have to. People, understand, whether you're excited for gaming, a casual gamer, a hardcore gamer, gaming requires our help. The industry that we grew up with isn't the same one from 20 years ago. The industry is sick to the point to where they think stuff like this is acceptable. This should have never happened. Ever. There should not have been a boardroom meeting where they set a date to release a game that they knew was not ready. When you go to a restaurant and order food, you don't expect to get cold soup. You expect hot soup. Deliciously delicious noodles, whatever you order. Hot and ready. If you get some garbage, some bullshit, some cold, lumpy shit, you send it back and get your money back. That's what you almost got, but you should be thankful that's not the case anymore. You're welcome. You are welcome. I can't wait to see everybody switch because yeah, a little thing for Nintendo. I can't wait to see everybody turn around and act like this wasn't a big deal. Well, they delayed it. You're happy now, right? I can forgive your ignorance. I can forgive your arrogance. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm being a little bit of a jerk right now, but when you understand what's truly at risk here, when you allow shit like this to just fly by, when you can see that, you realize just how important fighting against crap like this is. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I look forward to the complete edition of the Reignited Trilogy November 13th, 2018, because the best things are worth waiting for. It's okay. You'll get your game eventually. And when it just works, you know, like Todd Howard says, it just works. It just works. You can be thankful. You can play all the games. You won't have to worry about downloading the rest of it in order to enjoy it. I'm the Immortal Afro. This has been a pleasure to make. I will see you on the next video. Oh man. Gaming look. Oh, Activision. I just gotta give you. I know the video's over, but I just gotta give Activision one more. Okay. You can do it. You're a big boy now. You can take responsibility and be a better publisher. That's all you have to do. I know you may have to spend a little bit more money, but I promise you, it'll be worth it in the end. I'll see you on the next video. Bye. Fuck, that was great.